Hello friends, my name is Sonu Singh. I'm a communication coach and I teach how to speak English. So there are so many students who ask this question that how can I improve my English speaking? How can I be better in English communication? So there are so many tips and ideas which can be followed, but there is one pinnacle. If you follow it, I'm sure you will do better in terms of English communication. And that is try to communicate in English. Many of us believe that we can only be a good speaker in English language if we have the rules and regulations and if we have that environment. But that is not true. If you want to improve your English communication, then you just have to do one thing, and that is start speaking in English. There was a time when people were thinking about talking in English, but things were not available. Like there was no technology, there were no people to talk. But right now, so many things are available to us. So even if you are not able to speak perfectly, even if you make wrong sentence, you have limited vocabulary, you need to understand one thing, that if you start speaking, if you start using those limited vocabulary, you will start improving your vocab. You can take the example from a small kid, small child. When they start growing, they are 2 years of age, they don't speak properly because they don't have the good vocab, they are not ready to form the sentences. But if you see that same child after 2 years, like he is 4, but now he can express all his thoughts and opinions. If you want to get something, if you want to eat something, he can express everything with full comfort and ease. And why is it happening? Do you believe that these 4-year kids have huge vocab? Do you think that he understands the grammar? Of course not, because he understands the masses. He know one thing, that I want something in my life and I have to communicate this thing to the person who is close to the place. So you have to follow the same rule. Suppose that you are just a kid and you have to focus your attention on the masses. And if you focus your attention on the masses, I'm sure that you will get everything to just form your message, to form your idea. Sometimes we believe that we don't have the right knowledge of grammar, don't have the good vocab. But what happens that someone comes to us and they start speaking in English, and that's how we realize that now I'm understanding each and everything. So in that moment you feel that now I don't have the problem of words. I have one problem, and that is when you try to speak, you are not comfortable. So if you want to be comfortable, if you want to improve your communication skill, then there's only one way, and that is start speaking. There's a very famous saying that speaking comes by speaking. If you speak every day, if you are involved in this language, I'm sure that you'll do wonderful. Because it is just a myth that you'll need people around yourself and you need the grammar, you need the classes. I don't think that these are the things that is required. There's one thing that is required, and that is your willingness to learn. That is your determination. Once you decide to speak, once you decide to change yourself, you have to start it. Otherwise, you'll just keep thinking and you will see that whole world have moved around you. People who are just, kids who are just grown few years back, now they are able to speak correct English. They are speaking it confidently, and we are just thinking about it. We are just making plans, and we are just thinking that one day I will be perfect in everything, and then I'll start speaking. But that is not the way. And when it comes to learn the language, we should follow the process that is followed by the kids. That how they observe the language, how they start speaking, and how they master this language. So I have this understanding that when they have limited vocab, they use it. They understand one thing, and that is their message. Maybe they don't have the right words, maybe they are not able to form the right sentence, but still they are so stick to the message that they do everything and they convey their message. So you have to follow the same path. Just try to focus your attention on the message and make sure that you will convey this message. And we can be a little bit better than kids, because kids are having less vocabulary. But even if you are from UP board, even if you are from Hindi medium, I'm 100% sure that you have around 1000 to 1500 words. So that is sufficient to express yourself comfortably in all the situations. There's only one problem, and that is stopping you, and that is imaginary problem in your head. Sometimes if we are scared with certain things, then we just start making illusionary problem, like that person is really good, I can't match his ability, or maybe my grammar is not good, maybe if I start speaking I'll speak incorrect English. So what? You'll speak incorrect English, and that is the way to start. There's no one in the world who try to learn the different language, and they learn that language, they master that language without committing any mistake. So if you are determined to learn this language, there are 100% surety that you will commit mistake. So don't be afraid of committing the mistake. Commit the mistake, and it is better to try and be criticized. Because if you just sit in a corner and you see somebody and you criticize, you talk about him all the time, I don't think that there will be any improvement in your situation. So even if you are being criticized because you are trying, you have to try. Because if you try, people will criticize, and if you take the criticism as a feedback, you will work on improving it, and one day you will master this communication. So that's all that I needed to share with you in this video. I hope that you would like this video and you will follow the instruction that I give you here. Thank you for staying with me. See you in next video.